What's going on, YouTube? I hope you're all blessed. You already know the vibe. You know why we're here. You know what I'm saying? You already know why you're here, cut. So, I brought out a music video again. You know what I'm saying? And I would arguably say it's the best one out so far. Have you watched it yet? That is the question. If you haven't, stick around in this video and let's watch it together. Let me break it down. You know what I'm saying? I can explain everything behind the scenes and all of that. But we already know what happens before we break down a music video. We get on YouTube and we go get a beat that we've never heard before.
I've had enough.
Go on, girl. Beat the excess costs of airport parking. Pre-book and save up to 70.
Monkey.
Oh, monkey. I've got a beat from this guy before. Ooh. Okay. 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 It is okay to be not okay. Do you know what is in my brain? Sometimes these emotions they spray. Bow. I want the better days. Okay. Everybody want better days. So what are you doing today? I'm trying to work on myself, making sure I'm okay. I distract my mind every day. Doesn't matter about the trauma in my brain. I'll make sure it is okay. I'm not making sense, okay. Let me keep it moving, okay. I'm in a music video in Iceland. Not many people can say they did that in Iceland. In Iceland. You don't know that my life is a mess. Get the cleaning out because somebody has it made a mess. I'm trying to get rid of the stress. Keep it moving, I'm obsessed with working hard, I'm obsessed. Yeah, and devil in my mind, trying to possess. Get that bitch out, spraying his chest. To be honest, this is good because this is practice my freestyle. I need this as well. Right, let's actually get into breaking down Healing Season music video. Honestly, like I said before, I think this could be the best music video I've ever done, ever shot. As you can see, it's in the beautiful land of Iceland. So I went there with two other friends, shout out Dan and Robbie. We went there for a 4-day trip and I already had in my mind, because I knew Healing Season was coming out before us going, I already had in mind that I'm going to shoot a music video out there, because if the opportunity is there, why wouldn't I? You know, we didn't really go out of our way to shoot stuff. It was sort of the locations where we were at already, and I was like, all right, let me film here. Highly recommend going to Iceland too. It's the most beautiful place I've ever been to. Shout out to all my Icelandic people out there. If you're watching, the UK love you, I love you. But yeah, man, the 4-day trip was beautiful. We went to Sky Lagoon, we went to Blue Lagoon. Yeah, we also went to the national park, which is called Pingvellir, I think it is. And then this place, I'm not entirely sure the name, but I'll probably put the locations up on the screen anyway. As you can see, Healing Season. What is your opinion on the song? If you've listened to it already, let me know down in the comments. If you've watched the music video, let me know down in the comments of what you thought about it. Yeah, I'm actually proud of it, man. You know, I think now looking back on actually making the song, I feel like I could have done it a lot better. Because bearing in mind, you know, I got the beat off BeatStars. I wrote all the lyrics myself. I mixed and mastered it myself because I was teaching myself, like through YouTube video tutorials and, you know, getting advice of other people. So it's mixed by myself. It's the first sort of like singy song that I've mixed too. Obviously I mixed Against the Grain and that was more of like an aggressive rap, so that was a lot easier, but this had to have like a little bit more of like effects on the vocals. Filmed the music video on my phone. Once again, it was 4K though this time. Obviously I got help filming, so shout out to Dan, thank you for filming everything on this music video. I directed the music video, I edited the music video, and I've uploaded it, and now to this day we can go watch it. I'd say I'm pretty proud of it, to be honest. Like, you know, it's gonna take a long way to get better at all of this. The only way you're gonna get better is if you do it, because if you don't, you'll never know, you know. You can watch YouTube tutorials all you like, but until you actually do it and, you know, set it in stone, edit it, etc., you will not know if you're good or not. It's facts. You've got to just do it. You've got to send it. So to start off with, I'm going to show the intro and I'm going to explain it, and then verse by verse, like I did in the last one, we will go through the lyrics, the location, and any funny stories that we got. Right, let's talk about the intro. I mean, there's not much to say on it other than the location. So you've got location 1 here. You've got location 2 where I'm kicking the snow. You've got location 3, which, look at it. Like, actually look at it. Like, look at it. Like, wow, there is places in this world that look like that and you can just go see. Are you and I'm living in, can't be asked. Actually can't be asked. Anyway, I'm not gonna get into this. And yeah, so you've seen the first 3 locations in the intro. 3 of the locations so far. So every time, so when you're playing the guitar, every time you slide up the chords, it makes this little noise, like, ready? And I thought a cool thing to do would be to have it transition into another location. This time editing as well, I took more note of the beat instead of the lyrics. I was more inclined to the instruments of the beat, changing, you know, transitioning, etc, etc. So I bear that in mind. I think that's quite important because it makes it more interesting. Because if I just had these rolling, you know, in 3 chunks in the intro before the actual song even started, it'd be a bit boring. But because it's like, and then like the little, like, I'm gonna say scratching noise or sliding noise of the guitar when you're playing it. So I thought I'd just change it when that's happening, and it happened a couple of times. I didn't do it in every single one leading up to it, but that's fine. You don't need to do it in every one. Right, let's actually get into the verses now, and to start off with is the hook. Comeback season, right now I'm healing. Wish you was near so we can fight off all these demons. Comeback season, right now I'm healing. Dear diary, I wanna tell my secrets. Comeback season, right now I'm healing. Wish you was near so we can fight off all these demons. Comeback season, right now I'm healing. Dear diary, I wanna tell my secrets. And that is hook 1, that is verse 1, and that is how I'm entering into this music video, this song. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't see the improvement, then you must be blind or deaf. Like, genuinely, like, blind or deaf. Like, it is simple as that. I don't care. Respectfully, of course. Like, respectfully, you know. So, transitions, as soon as the beat hits, right? As soon as the beat hits, it's not the, you know, the harshest transition. I kind of wanted it to be quite a soft transition into the first hook. And yeah, all it is like a little slide. And that's what is there. And then we're in location 1, location 2, location 1 again, and location 2. So what I want to explain about this is, so for location 1, we obviously saw it in the intro, but it's like a beautiful frozen lake type beat with snow and beautiful trees and Christmas tree looking asses, and you know, it's just beautiful. And obviously you got a little bit of the sun setting because, you know, their daylight is so different to how it is over in the UK. They start their day, well, the sunlight rises at like 10-11 a.m. And their sunset is like something like ridiculous, like 3 or 4 in the afternoon. So it's just constantly like this beautiful scenic sky, which is nice. Yeah, I mean, look at this. For the first location, look how beautiful it is. It just goes off into the distance, and I wanted to stand on this little like rock edge here, so you can see the water, you can see all the trees, the beautiful snow. We did have to be careful though, because, you know, as you can see here is the edge, and we didn't know where the snow ends. We don't know if it like hooks over the rock. So, but you know, we made sure, and thankfully, you know, we were okay, shorty. And another funny thing is like, so I've got a little story for this. This breakdown video is going to be a bit longer because of, I've got some stories behind it. So there's like a pathway leading up to this little area here. And me and the boys were walking along. And we were, as a joke, saying like, oh, this actually looks like a wolf or like a bear sort of habitat. It looks like, because it was loads of trees. Like, just imagine like someone in Minecraft, right? It's so random. Someone in Minecraft just spamming saplings down, right? Like tree saplings, and the trees are just growing together, like, and you can just see off a little bit of like darkness in the forest. Anyway, it did look like a wolf or like some sort of grizzly bear habitat. And we're like, should we be walking through this? And we did a little like Google search, and we like searched up wildlife in Iceland. And no wolves or grizzly bears popped up, but a polar bear did. Iceland have polar bears, but bearing in mind, this is kind of close to the city, so we're like, nah, it'd be absolutely fine. Anyway, walking along, because we wanted to get to like the little bridge, which is in the distance over here. Then we're walking, and we look to the right of us, and we see like little like trails, and we see like a little, like, it looks like probably like a deer sort of trail. And then we see this massive paw print, like massive paw print. Yeah, it actually looked like a bear. Whether it was someone trying to spook people because they like molded it into it to make it look like a paw print, or, you know, it's actually a polar bear just rocking about. Till this day, we'll never know. But it had like a massive like circular paw, like the base paw, and then it had like little circular what is it, like fingertips for them? I don't know what it is, but it looked like a grizzly bear or a polar bear paw print. So we're like, oh shit, should we actually go through here? We did anyway, long story short, but you know, it's just a funny little encounter that we had. This is also part of that same location. So as I said, in the little right hand side where the forest was, this is the pathway in the forest. And look, I mean, look, you can see like this looks like some sort of wolf habitat or like a bear habitat. And yeah, let's go through the lyrics. First verse obviously goes, come back season, right now I'm healing, wish you was near so we can fight off all these demons. Come back season, right now I'm healing, did it diary, I wanna tell my secrets. What was inspired by this song? Sort of a lot of things. I like the thought of healing season because, you know, previous experiences that I've spoke about, especially in Against the Grain, you know, there was a lot of stuff that I spilled in that song, and that's why I wanted Against the Grain to come out first and tell and speak about, you know, some really dark stuff, and then the song afterwards be healing season, because it is, you know, you go through that experience and then it's healing season after that, you know. Comeback season, right now I'm healing. Comeback season is because I haven't posted music for a long time. The last time I posted a song was Downtime, I'm pretty sure, which was last January. So I was like, look, it's comeback season, I'm back. I've just been healing, I've been learning and healing, and I'm back. Wish you was near so we could fight off with these demons. That's got multiple, you know, it's talking about certain people, and it's also talking about God, because, you know, wish you was near so we can fight off these demons, because sometimes it doesn't feel like he's there, but he is. He's always, well, God, it's not a he or a she, God is always there, watching, protecting, and also sometimes observing. So I just wish that he was there, or someone that I'm talking about, you know, multiple, you know, it's got multiple things behind it, okay? Like, you come on. Comeback season, right now I'm healing, dear diary, I want to tell my secrets. Self-explanatory. That's hook one. So let's get into an actual verse now. Right now I'm healing, dear diary, I want to tell my secrets. I want to tell my secrets, but most people I do not trust. Need someone to listen to me, make these inner demons hush. Fighting a new battle every day, I swear this shit has been so tough. Hopefully soon I'll get compensated with the feeling of love. So with the thought process behind the actual directing of this music video, it sounded like it's professional. It's not. Like, I just sort of just rocked up to a location and just was like, all right, let me do a verse here. But my thought process was, right, which I'm going to try and do it differently for the next music video, is for the hook, it's like a double hook, if you know what I'm saying. It's two paragraphs, but it's the same. I wanted to have two separate locations, or two different locations, so in the editing I can flick between them both, which I have done. And obviously you've seen the transitions and stuff, it looks quite nice. And then for the individual verses I was just going to do one location, but now thinking back at it, I'm just going to try and film multiple different locations for the whole song potentially. So that's a, you know, little lesson that I need to learn for the next one. But let's break this verse down. So I said, I want to tell my secrets, but most people I do not trust, which is true. You know, I think the only people that I actually truly trust is my family. And then, you know, I've got a bracket when it comes to family. I've got actual blood family, and I've also got people around me that I would class as family, that are not necessarily blood. Friends, I don't really like the term friends, because, you know, friends can always switch up on you. I'm not saying family can't, but friends doesn't seem as important. If you say to me like, oh yeah, I've got like loads of friends, that doesn't mean nothing to me, because, you know, everyone knows a lot of people. Everyone might have friends, because you might class people that you speak to as friends. But how many family members have you got? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, how many people could you actually say and claim as family, because, you know, what they've done and supported, or, you know, you actually love them as family. And, you know, the people that are around me right now, and if you're watching this, I truly love you as family, and I do treat you as family, you know. And I've been saying it for a long time. I'm blessed to have the people I have around me, including my actual blood family too. So, need someone to listen to me, make these inner demons hush. Speaking about trauma, experience, heartbreak, I think it's important to speak about, you know, all of those things that are clogging your head up. I don't know. The reason I say it is because, you know, you have these demons in your head that try to tell you certain things, or it tries to make you forget about the positivity and the blessings that you have in your life. So sometimes by releasing it, which for me, music is the therapy, and I've said that for a while now. Once I release it, it helps get rid of, you know, these horrible thoughts in my mind, and they just get sent off to the sky, and I never see them again. I'm not saying because I've rapped over it, it's completely healed and completely like, oh, that's done now, I'm absolutely fucking blessed. You know what I'm saying? But it helps, you know. Fighting a new battle every day, I swear this shit has been so tough. Hopefully soon I'll get compensated with the feeling of love. I like, you know, having affection, especially with the shitties, and, you know, I like having love from my family and my yeah, from the people close to me. But in this aspect, it's like, okay, I've gone through all of this. Can I now get compensated with a nice feeling? Which I have, by the way. You know what I'm saying? I have multiple times. Yeah, sometimes you just really like, don't want to go through this anymore. I want to have like peace of mind. I want love. I want happiness. But that's what makes life so interesting. You know, 1 minute you could be this, 1 minute you could be that. It is what it is. So hopefully soon I get compensated with a bit of love. You know what I'm saying? God, are you creating an absolute goddess for me? Or goddesses? Or what's going on, shooty? But that's not important. I'm not getting distracted. They are beautiful. Women are beautiful, but they are distractions, respectfully. But a fucking good distraction. No, okay. So yeah, let's talk about the editing in this one. So the editing of this first verse, I think was pretty cool. As you can see, the transition of this was pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. It was like a little flame transition. So it just covers the screen and then goes to the next. Ready? It's quite cool. And that, I think that secrets thing was quite cool. And then you got the wings, you know, the demons behind me. And then lastly what I did is the little love heart. Next verse. Working on myself, shit can get quite lonely. Trying to create a new life for family and broskies. Look closely, family first, you know me. Keeping my circle small, real ones around me only. Right, second verse. I mean, this is a different location, and I've got quite a funny story behind this. It's not funny, it's just a bit interesting. I mean, look at it. Look at this. This is, by the way, this is on the way to going to the national park. This is not even where we were intending to go. And look at it. It's just off the main road. Like, this is just off the main road of going towards the national park. Look at it. What? Are you crazy? Look around. Look at the mountain in the background with the little sunlight. You've got all these trees. You've got the little pathway. You've actually got, like, to the left of it, which you can't see, there's like a farm there. It's unreal. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. And I'm so blessed and grateful that we went out there because, oh, man, I could just see it all in my mind, bro. Like, but anyway, we're here for the music video. Let's stay on track because I could waffle about Iceland all day. Finna find my wife out in Iceland. I swear to. Nah, anyway, funny story behind this. We were driving, you know, we were skirting towards the national park. I don't know about anyone else, but I get really motion sickness quite easy. And, you know, I was uploading all these Instagram stories. So I was looking at my phone while we're driving. Even in the UK, I do it, but for some reason, it just hit me badly. For like 20 minutes of the journey going to, well, leaving the actual city of Reykjavik, I was really fighting this illness and this sickness. And I was like, oh, I don't know what to do here. I was tempted to roll down the windows and get rid. And I feel like it would have went on the car. So I was like, all right, if I just control my breathing, have some water, I'll be okay. And then I started like being all right, but I can still feel it. And then I said to the boys, I was like, all right, I'm not even gonna lie. For the last like 20 minutes, I've been fighting not being sick. Dan was like, oh, okay, cool. I'll pull over right now just to see if you're okay and stuff. I was like, thank you. All right, let's do it. Get out of the car, you know, just get rid of something. And the thing is, it's not even like, it was not even a lot, but it was just a little bit. It was pathetic, but I needed to get up for some reason. Instantly after that, you know, I had a sip of water, you know, I started looking around, breathing. I was like, all right, let's record a verse here. Go on then. And Dan was like, wait, really? I was like, yeah, let's do it. And it looks pretty cool. So it is quite funny to me anyway. It might not be funny to you, but don't give a fuck about that, respectfully. And then this one, I'm really proud of the editing too. So Lonely for Black and White, Family and Broski, Free of Me. Yep. And then the little swirl effect. And then thanks to Dan, I didn't even ask him to do it, but when I was doing the circling thing, real ones around me only, then he shot it off. So it went with this little like circular animation. So let's break down the lyrics in this one. Working on myself, shit can get quite lonely. Trying to create a new life for family and broski. The thought process behind that was I was really on my fitness when I was writing this, and I go to the gym really early in the morning. People close to me obviously already know, but I'm gonna say it anyway. I go really early in the morning, so I get up at like 20 to 3 in the morning, get to the gym for 5, and sometimes I'll be going on my own. Sometimes I'll be going with my other, with Dan or Abdi or whoever, and Charlie at some points too. Majority of the time, it would be by myself, and every time I'd walk there, I'd be like, damn, I'm doing this on my own. Like it'd be sometimes I'm like, yes, I'm doing this on my own. Like who the hell is up right now? No one's here. And then there'd be times where I'm like, oh man, I'm actually really working hard, but I'm just doing it alone, and it's like it can be quite sad, but it's also really positive at the same time. Especially with me, I work better sometimes alone. That's why I do all this stuff alone. Like other than the filming and making the beats, I do everything alone. It's not a dig at anyone. I'd love to work with as many people as I possibly can, but I just sometimes work better when I'm on my own. I think I do. And yeah, I was just in my feels at that point when I was writing it, saying like, oh, you know, it can get quite lonely. It can, you know. whenever you're on your own for a little bit, it can get a little bit lonely. But the thought that, which is the next line, the thought that kept going into my mind every time I was lonely is like, I'm trying to create a new life for family and broskies. So I'm trying to create a new life for myself, my family, and my broskies. And that's what I am doing. And I will be successful. I will be successful in this music industry, on YouTube, as a content creator, whatever. I am going to be all of that in time. And I'm going to patiently wait and, you know, inshallah, and please God, you know, disclaimer, I'm not a Muslim. I just know a couple of little words. Don't get fucking triggered. I pray, you know, I do pray every day for success, happiness, and a better life, even though I'm grateful for my life right now. Look closely, family first, you know me, keeping my circle small, real ones around me only. So yeah, if you know me, family first, no matter what. I wouldn't get a tattoo on my neck for no reason. I keep real people around me. I don't have yes men. I'll be honest, I actually do not have yes men. I feel like JJ from the Sidemen sometimes, I swear. I get absolutely smoked sometimes. Whether it's by people that I know, family, or in TikTok, comments, whoever. Like, I don't have yes men around me, and I'm so grateful for it because I wouldn't want yes men. And it's good as well because when I do like something like music or what, when I upload a song, you know, when I put a verse out on TikTok or a music video, I get, all right, this is good, but this wasn't very good. You know, I get it straight. Like, no one beats around the bush about it. They just tell me what and how it is, and that's exactly how it should be. So I've explained that verse. Let's go to the third verse. Who's more real ones around me only. Come a long way now, I spill emotions through a type of poetry. People's biggest flexes, they used to know me. Everything I do now will get me out of poverty. People like to talk, but that doesn't bother me. Come back, see. For the third verse, there's not too much editing. It's because it's in the beat is sort of like the bridge, and what the bridge means is sort of like the instrumental dies down a little bit, so there's no like a bass and drums behind it. It's just like the note. It's in this case, it's just the guitar playing, so it's quite a soft part of the song. And you know, you had the little like transition thing that I've got going on, the little like orangey flame going across the screen. Once again, this is on the route going towards the national park. Like, we haven't even got to the national park yet. Like, this is another just like off the main road. We just pulled up on the side of the main road, and I was like, yeah, we have to film something here because it's absolutely beautiful. Like, behind us as well, which you can't see, was like mountains and stuff in the background. Like, obviously this is like, it's not really mountainy, but behind it's just mountains, and you can see so far, like so far, and you have the sun behind us. And Dan said, like, film this side because the sun will make it look a lot better. Another funny thing is like, so what I'm standing in right now, this snow is so deep up to my knees. Bearing in mind I'm like 6'6". It went up to my knees. This shit was so deep. I had quite a few layers on, but this was the first time my feet got really cold because of how cold the snow is underneath the frozen top layer of it. Bearing in mind as well, this is not actual, like, it is proper snow, but it's like frozen snow. So the top layer of it is frozen, and then underneath you got the soft snow. And unfortunately, you couldn't really make a snowball because it was just, I don't know, it just wouldn't come back properly, and it's sad, man. I really wanted to make a snowman and a snowball out there and ping at one of the boys, but I just couldn't. So next time. And yeah, so let's break down the lyrics. So I said, come a long way now, I spill emotions through a type of poetry. People's biggest flexes, they used to know me. Yeah, I mean, I spill everything through a type of poetry, you know, and that's music. People's biggest flex is they used to know me, and that is what they will say when I'm successful. Be like, look, I used to know Fatal. Good for you, man. I say it humbly and respectfully too. You have to have that positive affirmation and belief in yourself, because otherwise you will not make it in something that you want to achieve. If I wasn't saying these type of lyrics or saying the stuff I do out loud, then I don't have self-belief. And self-belief is one of the most important things, especially in the music industry, especially in anything that you do, to be honest. You have to believe in yourself first for others to believe in you. So, and that's facts. Everything I do now will get me out of poverty. People like to talk, but that doesn't bother me. I like these two little lines. I like the way I transitioned out of this verse. So, you know, everything I'm doing now will get me out of poverty because I will be successful. And we're not in poverty, you know. I've actually got quite a blessed life compared to actually people living in poverty. And then obviously the last line, people like to talk, but that doesn't bother me. That's fact. People been talking about me. My name has been spoken about in rooms I will never ever step foot in, because it's facts. Please talk about me in your house. Please talk about me in your room. Please talk about me wherever you're chilling with your boys, or you know, if you're chilling with anyone, like, I don't care if you talk about me, whether it's good or bad. No matter what, that means I'm in your head rent-free. Hold that. Nah, but like, you can see where I'm coming from. People do like to talk. People like to talk when someone else is trying to do their own shit, because I mean, jealous is the word, but I wouldn't say people are jealous of me, or they might be. I don't know. I don't care either way. Look, you can be jealous of me, and that is when people talk about me. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you can see the TikToks, you can see the comments and some of my stuff. Like, people just like to talk shit. Okay, thank you. Like, what did you get out of that? Like, what have you got out of that? What, a little little laugh, a little share from your friend, a little like from your friend. Bless, you're helping my algorithm. Hate me more, please, I beg. I've been saying this for time. Also love me, man. I'm a soft soul, bro. I just want a little bit of love. You know, people like to talk, but it doesn't bother me. And it doesn't. It actually doesn't. Even though I bring it up a lot, it probably seems like I do thinking about it, but it's cool. Also, with this last line, I fade it off, so people like to talk, but that doesn't bother me. So I like dragged it out so it goes into the hook. So which you will hear now that I've said it. So when it goes into this next hook, you'll hear me say, but it doesn't bother me. And I hold the me for a little bit. At the end of the day, this actually is which I didn't mention at the start, but I'll mention it now. This is a Scory type beat, and Scory does that a lot. And I learned that from when I was listening to his music quite a lot, which I still do to this day. Scory's an absolute goat. If you don't listen to Scory, what are you doing? He drags the note out sometimes into the next verse. He bleeds it into the verse, and that's what I want to do because it's just such a good idea. Let's go into the next hook and the next location. People like to talk, but that doesn't bother me. Comeback season, right now I'm healing. Wish you was near so we can fight off all these demons. Comeback season, right now I'm healing. Dear diary, I wanna tell my secrets. Comeback season, right now I'm healing. Wish you was near so we can fight off all these demons. Comeback season, right now I'm healing. Dear diary, I wanna tell my secrets. For hook number 2, look at this place. I mean, you can tell that it's on the same road as what I just previously recorded on, and obviously, you know, the second part of it has it in it as well. How could I not? Look at it. I'm just gonna bro, look how beautiful it is. At the end of the day, it is just a road with a bit of snow. You know what I'm saying? And shout out this little car in the background. Which was another thing too, is because this is the main road, you can see in the distance, like just like little pixels, like 1 pixels. You can see there's a car there and a car there. It's not a busy road, but because it's a main road going in and out of the city, we had to be quite quick. So I would look this way to see if there's cars behind Dan, and he would look that way to see if there's cars behind me. And luckily and thankfully, no one got hurt. We did it safely, and you know, we were able to film this part of the song. Obviously, you just saw the transitions. So you got the zoom in one. So when I do this, I zoom in so you can see the heart. When I'm flicking to location, it either slides left, it slides right, and it has like that little warp effect on the side of the screen. It's all basic transitions, and I edited this one instead of Premiere Pro. I edited it on CapCut. So I started off on Premiere Pro. So I got all the clips and I cut them down, and these were the ones that I wanted. Then I exported it to CapCut, and I used the transitions and, you know, the effects from CapCut, because CapCut shouldn't be free. It's actually such an unreal app. If you're looking to edit, one, it's really easy to start off with, and two, the amount that it gives you for a free app is absolutely ridiculous. I absolutely love Premiere Pro though, and I'm quite good on Premiere Pro, but not when it comes to like doing transitions and stuff, but I can use Premiere Pro quite well. So yeah, if you're looking to get into editing, I would start off potentially, what I would do is get used to Premiere Pro, a more difficult editing software, so then when you go to somewhere like CapCut, go walk in the park, because CapCut offers everything. Or if you want to do it the other way around, start with CapCut. CapCut's a good place to start. It's good editing, it helps you, it's got tutorials, etc. So you do you. Yeah, that is the process behind it. I think it's important that in this music video I talk about what I've done and what I do in music videos. So if there's any aspiring artists, or even just people like are interested in what I do and how I make stuff like this, if I explain to you properly what happens in the back, instead of just releasing the music video and go, oh, here you go, watch that, you'll be like, well, how did you make this? You know, I'm not necessarily saying people do, but I thought I'd just explain it anyway. We've seen this verse, we've got this one, little location, and then we got this one. I love you too, man. Also, I want to shout out this little aeroplane if I can find it. Look at this, mate. Like perfect timing. This airplane came. Like, I got some really nice photos off Instagram, which I might put on the screen, I might not. If not, I'll have the link in the description to my Instagram. I got some really nice photos when I was out there. This airplane looks so sick. When I was watching it back, I was like, it's so simple but so sick at the same time. Like, the timing is just unbelievable. The sky's like radiant from like a light-ish yellow to a nice like light blue to a little bit darker blue, and like a nice like lush light blue. It's so sick. So yeah, so far it's just basic editing, nothing too crazy. Let's get into the next verse. Secrets, healing season, plenty of reasons, so much going on in my head, don't know how I'm feeling. Always grateful for the blessings that I be receiving. Count your lucky stars if you wake up and you still breathing. Once again, you know, look at the scene behind it. Look at the scenery. So this is actually now finally at the national park, and look, this is only one direction that you can see. If you could see behind me, which you will, Don't worry, you will. It's absolutely incredible. You got frozen lake here, frozen lake there. You got beautiful mountains up here, little foresty type beat there. You got, you know, rocky hills, which, you know, I filmed up here, by the way, at some, not this exact location here, but a little bit further along. And behind me, actually, there's a church with a graveyard, which I was thinking about potentially, and there was like a bridge here as well. I was potentially going to do it at the little church building, but I was like, this looks way better. And to be honest, it'd probably be a bit disrespectful if I did it at a church. So I was like, let's not do that. I obviously wouldn't have showed the graveyard, but it would have been just the church building because it looked really cool. It's not like a traditional looking church. It was pretty cool. So if you search up the name of this place and then the church, you'll be able to see what I'm on about. So let's talk about the editing. So I'm going to turn this down a little bit once again. And we're going to play through it. So I do the little heart thing. So much going on in my head. So I was like, in that part, I wanted to do something that was not hectic, but quite hectic on the screen. Do you know what I'm saying? I wanted to make it so it was like, because there's so much going on in my head, good, bad, whatever, it's going 1,000 miles an hour. I wanted to do some sort of transition or effect that resembles the lyric. And then we got the little angels, angel wings. And then, did you see that little... I put money on it. 50% of the people that watched this did not see this or did not catch that at all. Me and my sister, we were in there just like when I was editing, and she came up with the ideas like you should try and do like some sort of shooting star over here. So I had to make my own shooting star. Ready? Boom. So when I say lucky stars, there's a shooting star. There's levels to this game. Do you know what I'm saying? There's levels to this game. It might not be the most high production, high edited music video, but there is levels to this game and the ideas behind it. It's clever. It is clever. So let's go through the lyrics. Obviously, I didn't go through the hook lyrics because we already know about it. What I did make sure in the hook, just a disclaimer, is that I did at least this once in every location because it makes sense because it's healing season and it's a healing heart, you know? Healing season, plenty of reasons, so much going on in my head, don't know how I'm feeling. So, yep, it's healing season, plenty of reasons. So much going on in my head, don't know how I'm feeling. I low-key explained that, but sometimes you don't know how you're feeling because there's so much going on. Always grateful for the blessings that I be receiving. Count your lucky stars if you wake up and you still breathing. Whenever people ask me how am I always say I'm blessed, and people watching this will, you know, you can vouch that I say that. I don't say I'm all right, because when you say you're all right, that means you're not fully okay. Oh yeah, I'm all right. What does that mean? It means you're not okay. Like you're saying you're not fully okay. But when I say I'm blessed, it doesn't necessarily mean that I am happy. It's like a reminder for myself, and maybe a reminder for whoever I say it to, that we are blessed. If you wake up in the morning and you are breathing and you're alive and functioning, you are blessed no matter what. Even if you wake up, just the basics, even if you wake up and you are breathing, you are blessed because you're still on this planet. It might not seem it sometimes. It genuinely might not seem it sometimes, but you need to remember that you are blessed in this life. If you are still on this planet, you are still blessed. Little things like that have really helped me remind myself of what I have got. It just comes back down to that gratitude, and it really like brings you back down to earth, reminds you of like, look, there might be shit going on. You might have this, that going on, whatever. Just make sure that you remember that you are blessed, you are okay. You're able to see your family, you got clean water, you got a house, a roof over your head, you know, you've got a bed to sleep on, food, water, you know, there's so many things to be blessed for. I'm blessed the fact that I have went to Iceland and make a music video out there. I am blessed. You cannot tell me I'm not blessed. I can't even tell myself I'm not blessed, because that is bullshit. So, you know, try and implement stuff in, you know, you didn't come here for a motivational chat, but the reason I make music is for people to relate, potentially get motivated by it, and if you can implement some little things like I do, saying that I'm blessed instead of saying I'm all right, it could help you, man. It really could help you. So count your lucky stars if you wake up and you're still breathing, because unfortunately people have left this planet that shouldn't have, you know. And I'm just gonna leave it there. So let's go to the next verse. Hey music, coming from a dark place, look me in the eyes, you see a scarred face. PTSD from the past makes my heart race, stepping closer to success but at my own pace. So let's talk about this verse. To start off with, I'm not even looking at the camera. It's a low-key deep verse. It's not horrendous, but it's a low-key like in your feels type beat verse, you know. So I'm sitting on a rock looking at the sunset. So this is the other side of the national park, and you can see at this point in time it is starting to sunset. You can see a geyser there. You can see you know, an aeroplane flying here. You've got all these mountains, all this snow. Like, look how thick and beautiful the snow looks. You know, you've got this little, like, these little bushes, etc. I'm just looking off into the sunset, and I think it's quite powerful me doing that. And I've also got this little sun effect. Why does my head look like the Pepsi logo? Wait, I just that's unreal. Anyway, brought to you by Pepsi. Oh shit. Yeah, so this is a little sun effect that CapCut have. So this actually doesn't look like what it is when it's filming. It just looks just like a flat video. But I thought I'd add it because it just, it makes it just seem a little bit more interesting. Because otherwise, if I just put a video out without, you know, anything going on really, then it could be a bit boring. So I mean, it doesn't make a major difference. It just follows the camera, and it just shows that I've got, it's like sun in your eyes type effect. So, and I've got the Pepsi logo on my head, so that's pretty cool. Pain music coming from a dark place. Look me in the eyes, you see a scarred face. Most artists make pain music, and I do the same because it's relatable. Making pain music is relatable. Anything to do with life is relatable, and people will listen to it. People will listen to it, and people will relate to it. In some parts of my songs, people probably have related to it. They haven't told me, but we can all relate to each other because we're all on the same planet. We all experience certain things, maybe not the exact things, but similar. Or that's why some things can be relatable. Coming from a dark place, you see my eyes, you see a scarred face. I was in a dark place. It's now light. I'm blessed. Everything is going to be okay, or will be okay, or is okay. No matter what happens, it will come out and you will be blessed and you will be okay. Sometimes you can look sad, which I do sometimes. Maybe if you look at me in the eyes, you can see a scarred face. Battle wound scars. That's how I see it, and that's what it is. PTSD from the past makes my heart race, stepping closer to success but at my own pace. I wouldn't say it's PTSD. It low-key is, but it's not as serious as PTSD is. Obviously, PTSD is from wars, etc. You can obviously get like different types of PTSD. The initial place it started from is obviously when soldiers came back from war. It's not as extreme as that, thank God. I do get PTSD from hearing, because it's post-traumatic stress disorder, isn't it? That's what it is. And you know, I get stressed about previous experiences that have happened before. They come back, but then I remember it's okay. You know, sometimes when you do think about certain situations, it does make your heart race because you're starting to stress out and your body's like, oh God, what's going on? Oh God, oh God, oh God. It goes into survival mode. I am stepping closer to success at my own pace. I'm not going to let anyone tell me, oh, you got to do this every day. Oh, you should be on it every day. It's up to me. If I want success so bad, I would do what I think I should do, because everyone has a different process of getting to a specific goal or success or whatever. Everyone's got their own path. And it doesn't matter how long it takes. The only thing that matters is if you enjoy what you do, genuinely enjoy, and if you are patient. And I have both of them. I genuinely enjoy making content like this. Like, I actually love making music, and I actually love making music videos and these breakdown videos. I'm gonna, at the moment, it's a bit off topic, but I'm an hour in recording, which is the longest I've done so far, and I'm going to enjoy every second of editing it. I will. I'm gonna have a coffee, multiple coffees probably, have some food while I'm editing it, and I'm gonna really enjoy editing this video and putting it out. I really like this life. I really like this path that I'm going down, and yeah, I will make this my job, and I will make money from it, and I will be successful by doing this job. It will make me happy. So choose what you want to do it at your own pace, and don't let anybody tell you different. Let's go to the next verse. But at my own pace. Happy season, right now I'm healing. Every day is a blessing, keep persevering. Looking forward to the day that I'll be winning. Need to stay focused, can't get caught in my feelings. For the final verse, I am actually in Sky Lagoon. So if you've ever been to Iceland or looked into Iceland, they have Sky Lagoon and they have Blue Lagoon. Basically what it is, it's a spa. Like, that's what it is. It's like a relaxation spa place. I cannot express to you how beautiful Sky Lagoon is. You can see mountains in the distance, right? You see this mountain here? That's a mountain. Over this way is obviously towards like a city or a town. I'm not too sure. There was just like buildings and stuff this way, but far that way. And there's mountainscapes all along this, you know, and then this is the ocean. We are literally on the edge of the ocean here. Like, once you look over here, it's like rocks, and then there's the actual ocean water, which some of it was frozen, which looked unreal. So Sky Lagoon is obviously a spa. So this water is like, I think it was like 40 degrees, or I think they said like 39 degrees. So it's nice and warm. It's beautiful. It's clean water as well. Behind me, they have like a bar, like jacuzzi areas where there's like obviously like the hot water coming up. It's such a beautiful place, and it's so relaxing. It's so relaxing. I swear to you, like you have to experience this stuff, bro. And this is in the city as well of Reykjavik. From where we were staying, I think it was like 20 minutes away from where we were staying. And are you crazy? Icelandic people, you have got it so blessed, I swear to you. And honestly, you are living life. I feel like Icelandic people are living the best life possible. I swear to you, they know what they're doing. They're crafty. I understand it. And also, I forgot to say, behind me, so going back this way, there's a waterfall. They've got their own waterfall. Like, come on now. Come on. I thought it couldn't get better. Well, another funny story too from this actually is like, well, another funny story that we had from this is, so you have a shower to make sure you're clean, then you shampoo and condition your hair just to make sure it's protected from the water, etc. and the cold. Then you walk out and there's like the towels and stuff on the left, and then there's the stairs that goes into the water. You go into the stairs and it's beautiful. Like it's instantly so refreshing because, you know, obviously it's cold. Iceland is cold, and then you go into this nice warm water and you're like, oh, it honestly was just so, like, look at me, I'm like doing this now. It's just such a nice feeling. And when we were coming round, it was just like because it's like a rocky formation around, like to keep the water in. This is before getting to this little cliff, this little like edge to look over to the ocean. And there was a guy in there, and me and the boys were saying like, oh my god, this is unreal, like this is so fresh. And then he turned around and said, you boys been around the corner yet? And we were like, no. He's like, I'm not even gonna say anything. And he's like really smiling, and I went, oh, you are doing that, oh, you're a little, you know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, I like that from you. You're making it more gas for me. We go around the corner, and then it's just like an opening to like the ocean. You've got all the water, you've got all these people, and it's just wow. It's just like, that's all you can say. Like, it's just what? Like, this is actually a legit place. Wow. Thankfully, Dan, originally we didn't bring the phone with us because we were like, let's just experience it, and we didn't have any waterproof case or nothing. But then Dan was like, no, we've got to film this. So he went back all the way back to the locker room and got his phone, and he was like walking like very carefully through the water because it's not waterproof. And then yeah, he started filming. We've got like some nice photos and stuff out there, me and the boys. We got a funny photo in the waterfall, me and Robbie, thanks to Dan taking the photo. I was like, Dan, can you just record a verse out here as well? Because it makes sense as well, which I'm going to break down in a second. It makes sense why I did this here. I was like, I have to do a verse here. This is one of the tourist attractions for Iceland. Obviously, Blue Lagoon is more known than Sky Lagoon. They're both equally as good, honestly. I would say now, just quickly, which I think, you know, Icelandic people would agree, and, you know, people that have been to Iceland will agree. Sky Lagoon is more a scenic experience. You know, you've obviously still got the hot water and the bar, but it's more of a scenic experience. But Blue Lagoon is more of a relaxation experience because, one, the water, I'm pretty sure, is warmer. It definitely felt warmer anyway, probably because it's actually been like bordered off with mountains and like rock formation similar to Sky Lagoon, but it just felt like more compact so the heat can stay in. And obviously with Blue Lagoon, you get like face masks, you get like clay masks, you get all of this stuff, a jacuzzi, a sauna, like drinks obviously at the bar as well. Yeah, Sky Lagoon's more scenic, so if you want to go relax, look at a beautiful view while you're chilling in water in Iceland, go to Sky Lagoon. Or if you want, you know, just to be relaxed, have your own little thing, chill out, kick it back in the nice warm water, then Blue Lagoon would be yours as well, with like a little clay mask. Yeah, that's your vibe. So you choose, but do both. Honestly, I do both. That's what I did, and it was unreal. So let's break down the lyrics. Happy season, right now I'm healing. Every day is a blessing, keep persevering. It makes sense. Happy season, right now I'm healing. I'm in a spa which is healing not only my skin, my mind, my body. I'm healing. And I was like, yeah, it makes the most sense to do it in Sky Lagoon. Like I've said in the previous verse, every day is a blessing, keep persevering. It is. Every day that you're alive and, you know, you survived, it's a blessing. Another week you survived is a blessing. Looking forward to the day that I'll be winning. Need to stay focused, on get caught in my feelings. Once again, I did the little like hold the note into the next verse, and I think it worked really well in this whole song. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to the day that I'm winning. You know, every day I'm winning in my own little way. I'm learning, I'm healing, I'm growing, but I'm looking forward to, you know, being able to have peace of mind and no stress, really. I mean, no matter what, when you're successful, you're still going to have stress, but, you know, that's peace of mind. That's what I'm looking forward to, and success and happiness, even though I'm happy now, but, you know, need to stay focused on get caught in my feelings. That's facts. You know, we all getting caught in our feelings, especially when women are as beautiful as they are. Yeah, you know, it's fine to catch feelings, it's fine to go through heartbreak, it's fine to break someone's heart, etc., whatever. Like, it's the way of life, and that is how it is. And also, I look probably a bit different because, I mean, yeah, my forehead's massive, by the way. I don't don't worry about that. Don't hold that, okay? Just leave me alone. It is what it is. You know, that's why I keep this down. You know, plus I look better. Editing this, I did realize I was a bit out of sync because we weren't playing the song when I was in Sky Lagoon. I just did it a cappella. I completely forgot, like, you know, the timings and stuff. So that's why it's a little bit out of sync. That's the only thing I'm a bit annoyed about. But it is what it is. It still looks alright. And once again, Dan, like the cameraman, like she is the sickest cameraman. I was just like, obviously looking forward to the day that I'll be winning. I didn't even indicate, that wasn't even an indication of him just to pan off to the sea, the ocean. He just did it, and then it just worked. It worked so well. So, but yeah, let's get into the final hook. My feeling, comeback season, right now I'm healing. Wish you was near so we can fight off all these demons. Comeback season, right now I'm healing. Dear diary, I wanna tell my secrets. Comeback season, right now I'm healing. Wish you was near so we can fight off all these demons. Comeback season, right now I'm healing. Dear diary, I wanna tell my secrets. So, for the final hook, we have another 2 locations that we haven't seen yet. Well, we've seen this one in the intro, and this is what I was saying to you before. This is on top of the national park. This spot is the most beautiful spot I've ever been to. Like, look, this is, look at it. I'm just, one sec, I'm just gonna let you just look. Go on. Look at it. It's unbelievable. So you have the sunset, you have that geyser again. You know, you've got all this like rocky cliff edge. You've got a foresty bit. You've got a frozen lake here. Like, look at this. This is so high up as well, by the way. It's quite high up. And I've got an interesting story about this, actually. I've got to give a shout out to Dan once again. I always shout Dan out because that's my broski. So I said to the boys, like, I want to film something up here, but I know it's going to be quite active with people. So we initially get to the top. You know, I didn't start filming straight away in all these locations, by the way. We did, like, take it all in and soak it in. And then once we soaked it in a little bit, I was like, all right, let me just film a little bit here. Or take photos, etc. You know, we asked a couple if they could take photos of us free. There was some good photos, and then, you know, we took some photos and videos up here. So when we first initially got up there was a tour bus guide going on, so there was loads of people up here. So I was like, right, I'm not going to film it just yet. I'll let them, you know, they'll be here for a little bit. We'll go into the calf, which, by the way, is on top of a fucking mountain. There's actually a cafe just behind me, which you can drive to, by the way. All these locations you can literally drive to, and it's all walking distance when you get here. Yeah, so we were like, right, let's just go to the calf, go get a coffee or a drink, sit down for a little bit in the warmth, and then by the time we've done all that, the coach would have left. All of a sudden, another coach rocked up. We're like, all right, okay, 2 coaches are here. You know, we'll just wait a little. We weren't really waiting, to be honest. We weren't really waiting around. We were just sort of like, while there was loads of people on this top bit, I went off and did, the little sunset verse on the rock when I was sitting down facing the other way. So once I did that, and then we managed to come back here, and it looked like it was quite dead. There was not many people here, but there was still people here. I was walking up to it and I see all these people, and I'm like, oh, I'm a little bit nervous because obviously I haven't really filmed, like, I film in public. I haven't really done like music video filming in public yet with people around watching. You know, we put the bag down and stuff. Dan starts playing it. I'm like, oh, are you playing it? Like, you're gonna play it out loud? He's like, yeah, you're not nervous, are you? I'm like, yeah, a little bit. He's like, good, go fucking do it. I'm filming. I was like, all right. I was like, fair enough. Let's just, I guess, let's do it. And then, you know, just to the left of the actual screen, there's people watching me, and there's people just taking photos and stuff. And I was like, wow, this is, and even on like the little right hand side, that's like the little walkway bit. There's people coming up. I'm like, whoa, this is a scary experience, but this is also a really good experience too. So shout out to Dan. I promise you, if he didn't say that, we would have waited around and potentially not even filmed there, because I was like, oh, I'm a little bit nervous. Moral of the story, don't give a fuck about what people are saying or doing, as long as, because he even said it when we were recording, which I haven't put in. He was like, mate, you're doing this for you. Remember that you are doing this for you. So don't give a fuck about what anyone else is saying or doing or watching. Yeah. Thank you, Dan, for real. That was a very beautiful moment, and that was character building moment. That was growth. So thank you. A little wholesome story. And then, so yeah, we have that location, and then we have this location, and I can probably show you where this is. It's just down here, to be honest, like just round, not exactly here, but just a little bit more to the left here. This is where this location is. We're just a bit closer to the frozen lake. Also, I want you to peep the fit that I have. Peep the fit, by the way. Damn. Shout out to Born Chase and Mafia. I bought this coat time ago, knowing that I was going to bring it to Iceland, and it's such a beautiful blue. It low-key matches the scenery, etc. I've also got Ill Vision cargos. Shout out to Ill Vision. I've been wanting these Ill Vision cargos for time. They didn't have any mediums for so long, and they still don't have medium. But for Christmas, I was like, I don't care. Let me just have a large, and I'll wear a large. And they are so fresh, so comfortable. Same with the coat, by the way. The coat kept me so warm in Iceland. So big shout out to those two brands. Nice little hiking boots on, gloves. I got a ski mask on. I thought it'd look pretty cool, and it actually ended up did. And then I've got a balaclava on. Shout out to Drip Made. You know, yeah, I feel like I look quite good in all of these, to be honest with you. So I'm quite happy with the fit. I'm quite happy how I looked in all the videos too. So it's nice. Let's get to the outro part of the music video.
Healing season, plenty of reasons. Comeback season, right now I'm healing. Dear diary, I wanna tell my secrets.
So my thought process is when I recorded the song, so I made it where it was like a little outro. I thought this would look pretty cool if I have some sort of like cinematic of the view of where we were. So we in this last location, we were literally, I just filmed behind me, and I thought because of the sky looked so beautiful, it went from that blue to yellow to orange to reddy like ish color. I thought I'll do that, pan up to the sky, and then once the beat sort of cuts off, I'll just cut it off, and that's exactly what happened. But what was kind of scary is we tried to do a little outro before this cinematic sort of thing, but my phone ran out of storage. So luckily I did this, and it was the correct time. Like, it was God's plan. Like, I didn't record this for the music video. I recorded this just to put up on like a story or just for myself to have, and it worked absolutely perfect for the outro. So big dub, I'll take it. And yeah, I just had the text coming on the screen of the lyrics that I was saying, and yeah, I really like how the outro is to this song and the music video. I'm very proud of it. So to summarize the music video, I would say this is the best music video I've ever put out so far. I'm really proud of everything. You know, I had funny stories behind it. I've told you, I explained to you how it was all filmed, etc. It's just it was like sort of like a bucket list thing for me too. I can actually turn around and say, like, I filmed a music video out in Iceland when I was there, and we didn't go to Iceland just to film a music video. We did it because I wanted to, well, we wanted to go to Iceland, have an amazing trip out there, and I was like, while I'm there, I might as well shoot a music video because of how scenic and beautiful it is. I'm very happy with how the music video came out. It will gradually keep getting better, the music and the videos, including the breakdown videos too. Thank you for the support on it, because look, like, even in a day of, as of recording, it is the 23rd, in a day it got 116 views. So that means that you guys are actually enjoying like the content that's coming out. Because just quickly, like, we'll look at the stats, because, you know, stats don't lie. I mean, look, we've gained a view, and that was me. Come on. A month ago, 190 views for Against the Grain, and then a day 117. I don't really keep up with the numbers too much anymore because that really spun me out last time. I'm sort of just grateful for what I get, but in this instance, it's good to see, you know, people are actually enjoying it, and I don't blame them. If I saw a music video that was shot in Iceland, I'd be like, let me have a little watch. Bear in mind, even if I didn't really like the song, I'd watch it because it's pretty beautiful. What I'm going to go off and say is go to Iceland. It's the most beautiful place. I met the most beautiful people there. Amazing time out there, and I can see myself going out there, potentially moving out there. So any Icelandic people watching this, you might see Fatal cutting about soon, and I hope you enjoyed this video. It's going to be a bit longer because it's a longer music video to explain. It's a longer song than Against the Grain bars, and you know, there's more depth into this one. It was more thought process and depth, and you know, I'm really proud of this song. I hope that you enjoyed today's video, the breakdown video of Healing Season. If you would like to go watch it and support me, the music video will be in the description. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share, all of that, and I truly do appreciate all of the support. And the year has only just started. Fatal is back, comeback season. And disclaimer, I was just recording for an hour and 30 minutes, so commitment. And most importantly, take care, stay blessed, and fuck the rest.